same time.
No, I want us, he's been re-elected. But can you assess what he's been able to deliver so far since he took office? Is there something outstanding that would say, okay, because this thing happened, we saw how he stood against it, or he stood for it, so the nation badly needs him?
I'm asking that since the entire Senate was created, let's go out of Njifenji and talk about the entire Senate. What has the Senate done? Let me ask.
The Senate was meant to control the excesses of the lower house.
Barrister,
and they've done that on so many occasions.
What excesses? Let me learn. You said he knows what to do to remain there. Our politicians only have the sense to know what to do to stay in power. They don't have the sense to know what to do when they are faced with crisis. I think that the most intellectual capacity all African politicians have is the capacity to maintain seat. They travel to Europe and America. They didn't study how to solve economic, social, political crisis. They only studied on how to hold power, sit on it. I mean, they have all the gymnastics and the technicalities and the legalities to maintain.
If you take power, they'll never remove you too. It's still leadership.
No, it's truth. It's truth.
It's truth. But when you know these things, when you take power, they'll never remove you.
My question to you was to look at the track record of Nyiat, the person Njifenji, Marcel's.
You look at a track record that is existing. You don't look at a track record. There's no track record now, Mr. Liu. Where is the track record? Will you begin to check your university record? You didn't go to university. I'm telling you that since Senator Njifenji came to power, what has he done in essence? Even the issue that occurred in Ambazonia, they say it's his hometown. The landslide that occurred, did you see him there? I mean, to go as somebody who says my people have been touched. Did he even go there and visit?
Yes.
Where?
He went there.
Where? No, barrister. You are talking about how the upper house is just there to see what the executive says and then make suggestions. I want to put it to
control the lower house.
No, you said that's the responsibility sometimes of the Senate is also to hear what the executive say and then make suggestions. That is not the role of the Senate.
I didn't say that.
Donald Trump recently was impeached. It was impeached by the Congress. It was the Democrats that voted to impeach a president. Begin to understand democracy, because we are well read. They are not dealing with illiterates. It was the upper house, the Senate, because the majority Republican that barred the impeachment, of which if it had gone through, it would have been parliamentarians that kicked the president out of. It cannot occur in this country. When you tell me a Senate's responsibility is to make suggestions, that is not a Senate.
We cannot compare the two now, my brother.
How can you
compare America with Cameroon?
Why? The Senate have two different responsibilities.
Okay, the Senate in the U.S. control the excesses of the Congress by overturning the impeachment. True or false?
Okay.
That's just what the Senate does.
Because they have the majority.
Okay. I salute, please. I salute you and the panelists. Eugene, writing from Yaoundé, the Central Committee of the CPDM has the final say in that party. An individual cannot just present himself as a candidate when the Central Committee has not approved, and no member argues with the Central Committee.
Okay, politics.
Is that how he?
That is not true. That is not true.
There was no party discipline.
I remember President Biya was challenged during the Congress by this former Minister of Public Service from Eastern Region, an old minister like that. He challenged him. But the fun is that during elections, he voted himself. And President Biya won in the Congress. So don't say that I don't believe in what the other guy is saying. That's not true.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Leo. Before the end of this program today, give the man of God a red feather. He's one of the people we need now in this country. Okay. I'll do that. I'll add. Okay. Mr. Leo, I like this particular topic. The government is power drunk, and that is why they don't like to leave their positions. The young, energetic Cameroon, I cannot imagine that more than 80% of the government of Cameroon is made up of old people of about 80 and above. To me, they are wicked, and to the young Cameroonians. Okay? Thank you.
Your father too is there. Your father is wicked. What are you guys talking? Their parents are there. So the parents too are wicked.
Where are the parents?
We make as if their parents are not still there. We make as if these guys come from out of the...
Good evening, gentlemen. I love the way the man of God is talking, okay? Good evening, Mr. Leo. Mo Ibrahim told us boldly that if Obama was in Africa, he would be a bus driver. This is glaring evidence. Greed and power won't let people to retire. I'd like to know how democracy is practiced in Cameroon. Is it same as in other countries where people can not renew terms for too long? If yes, why is Cameroon different? Kiki is writing from Amsterdam. Nice inputs there. Please let Apostle Ambe know that the Senate is run by the administrative machinery headed by and appointed by the President of the Republic. Same for the National Assembly. Too bad Njifenji was appointed, not elected. That is what for Ferdinand, who is watching the program, says. But then, if almost the majority of those who are the helm of the nation are above 80 years old, where is the place of the youth?
The youth are very weak.
Okay.
You can't change them. You toe their line. Simple. If you can't fight to change, to replace them, you toe their line. Who do you think is going to remove them for you to take the seat? You just a seat, empty seat is there, you just come and sit on it? No. Come on. If you want to think, you think that you can replace Mr. Nyiat, go for it. I will encourage every youth, any youth who is capable to do it, and go ahead do it.
And you think
you must be master of your politics. Don't just sit and be grumbling and be insulting everybody. But you yourself, you are not even ready to challenge him. And if somebody, all those people talking, where people are taking the guts, had the guts to stand and say, look, it's high time I become president of this country, or I become president of the National Assembly, or whatever, and go for it, I will doff my cap for them. I don't like people who sit behind the backs and just complain, criticize everything, push other people, or those people push them very well, and you think that things will just change like that with the one of the movement of a hand? No. If you want to be president of the National Assembly, make sure you are voted parliamentarian and go for that seat while you are there. You want to be president of the Republic, make sure you have a party or a political party and go for elections. Okay. And make sure you win.
Okay. Simple. I salute everybody in the studio, especially Apostle Ambe. Valentine, honestly, you are speaking the minds of Cameroonians. Cynthia is writing from Yaoundé. Greetings, Mr. Liu. Ancestors are still in active service. Please.
Young men are very weak. Always complaining.
Nobet.
When elections are, you don't see them.
I disagree with you, Barrister.
Nobet is writing from.
You just sit.
I disagree with you.
Nobet is writing from Limbe.
Oh,
yeah, young people are complaining. Like,
too much. Only complaining all the time. Participate. Get into it.
Take the case of Speaker of the National Assembly. He's been there for decades now.
Yes, 28 years.
Yes. Who do you blame there? Is it not also, like he says, the youth who have allowed them to stay there for so long?
Mr. Liu, I wish to ask you a question that all the youth that rose up in this country to speak and address issues concerning the state, where are they?
Like?
I'm coming.
Go on.
Where are they?
Go on.
The youth that rose up in this country. Recently, Fabrice Lena, who has been addressing issues concerning this country, was someone as said to be questioned. You see, such intimidation, no.
Go through.
Let me speak. Such intimidation does not give a free democratic society where somebody has the capacity to express his view. I must acknowledge the fact that there is some degree of press freedom in Cameroon. As somebody has been on air, I acknowledge that one. But once you begin to delve into issues that have to do with the kicking out of people from power, you become a bone of contention. And now, if somebody does not even have the life and the fortitude to stand and face the authorities of the state, how do you expect him to rise and confront? Number two, all the political parties that rose up in this country suddenly became ministers. It's amazing to realize that a political party leader is a minister of the same regime that he's trying to fight. It's to tell you clearly that there is no way you can be able to manipulate or confront a regime, because why? At a particular level, they will surely bring you within the circle and then silence you.
And you blame who?
And when he that has meat in his mouth, his voice does not come out.
You're going to blame who now?
No. That's why I'm saying that things are going to change.
Okay.
Things are going to change. Because definitely we are not coming on air to entertain Cameroonians. We are coming with facts and points that we are going to face this government tomorrow.
Then you are talking.
We are coming. We are coming with political parties. We are coming with parties that will face them. and bring them out of power and then set a stage for a new Cameroon, where youths at the age of 30 will be given the opportunity to exhibit the freshness of their knowledge.
You tried to be them, I failed you.
Oh, Chelsea.
You see, it's not because we're on television we're talking about some of these things.
Barrister.
I will go on. Look, I'm a realist.
Barrister.
Please, I'm a realist. I don't live in abstract.
Barrister.
I don't talk because I want to please people. No.
Barrister. I'm not pleasing anybody.
I tell you,
let's talk it on air here. I was talking before you caught me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's CPDM that caught me to come and stand for councillorship. I went there and saw what was done and I backed out. You understand me? I wanted to go and see the system of operation within their cycle.
Let's go there.
And when I realized,
don't open that topic, just close it.
You went to the CPDM, but
I was caught.
Okay. Good evening, gentlemen. Barrister Achu Julius and Apostle Ambe. Greetings. I'm watching and taking notes. So talk well. Prince Ekoso is sending greetings. He's watching us from, I don't know whether it's in Yaoundé or it's around. Okay. Good evening to the studio, Apostle Valentine. You can talk for Cameroon. You actually speak my inner mind. Please continue to tell us the truth. Okay. This is Apostle Rachel writing from Douala. This one says, Mr. Barrister has sweet mouth. Barrister, that you have a sweet mouth, I don't know. He also, what is he saying? He also accepts and supports the regime in power at all costs. Okay, Tabot Machiavelli is writing from Yaoundé. My greetings to you all. We should understand the CPDM have a prepared candidate and no one would oppose him. Okay, Allah is writing, I don't know whether it's God. If Nyiat and Camerounais were elected as the barrister claims, why then did they thank but the head of state rather than their peers who voted them? More grace to the man of God in the studio is Sama Shadi Aku, is writing from Kumba. That is where we end it today. Is it after any time they are elected, the first person that is thanked is not even God, eh? It is Madame Esioma,
that is just not true. He makes a speech in parliament to thank his peers first.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
But is it like
because that guy said it, I would think it's true. That's not true.
No, I've listened to them actually thank the President of the Republic.
No.
Yes.
Is it thank him?
How?
Afterwards. If after they elected, his first speech is to thank, he thanks the people who voted him in parliament. But you should know that his appointment came from the Central Committee. And who's the president of the Central Committee? The President of the Republic. You cannot forget that too.
Of course.
Okay, so
you cannot forget that too.
So you are confirming
Jesus will never talk about God without the Holy Spirit. Why like it or not?
So you are confirming what and for Richard is saying, for Ferdinand is saying that his appointment comes from somewhere.
It's not an appointment. It makes a recommendation. It's true. But you are a president of a political party. You don't recommend somebody who wants to be in parliament.
What democracy you have with one candidate?
SDF has been there for donkey years. Nobody blames them. Their candidates are the same all the time. Nobody says anything. What's the problem? The president of every party has a say, whether you like it or not.
Okay, but do you expect CPDM militants to go against the choice of the president?
No,
the national president.
They have the right. They have the right, because why? Every politician is working for the well-being of a country, not a party. That's why I've said that until we break out of partisanship. Do you know when they were impeaching Donald Trump, a Republican voted against him?
One,
not even half. Let's say 1/3. Just the fact that a member of your party could vote against you is a clear indication that the people are working for the well-being of the nation. When people set political parties before the interest of the nation, it jeopardizes the common man without even belonging to any political party. Politics should not help destroy those who are not in politics. Politics should help build a nation that contains all the individuals, both political and apolitical citizens.
Theory.
Not theory, practicals.
No, that's theory.
Okay, let me take some messages. I'm writing from Limbe. I'm called Sharon. What's the topic about? I just came in. Sharon, the topic is on the screen. Stop calling. Please, many of you are calling. We can't take a call in the program. Hello, good evening. It's Emil writing from Bamenda. Good evening, the members of this panel. I just want to ask those who are asking the youth to go to fight for those positions up there when they don't have even money to feed their hungry stomachs. Where would they have money to finance campaigns in order to compete with those embezzlers? Martin, writing from Douala, we the youths like God rather than selling our souls to the devil for money. Is Shufai writing from Bamenda. Good evening to you all in the studio, and a special greetings to Apostle and Mr. Leo. I wish to ask, where are these people leading us to? Are they leading us to their graves? It's Kate Lazar writing from Bonaberry. Unfortunately, we have to end here. Barrister, we are glad to be part of the program today.
Thank you very much. My dear people, there's coronavirus in Cameroon. Let's be very careful. Let's try to be our brother's protector. Let's try to make sure we abide by the rules of this thing. It's health. It's not politics. It's not law. It's health. Health, health, health.
Okay.
Wash your hands and don't eat raw food.
Okay. Thank you for coming, Apostle.
Thank you, Mr. Leo. Thank you, televiewers of Prime Hour. I normally address it as a talk of the nation. Thank you, Barrister. It's always been a pleasure being with you on the same platform. We are fighting like this. We'll go and reconcile after this. He's my brother.
We are not fighting. Okay, exchanging ideas.
Okay. We equally want to thank you. You have sent tons and tons of messages here. Unfortunately, time could not permit us to read them. But we say we are grateful for those of you who watch on Facebook out of the country, those of you who watch from Amenda, Kumba, and across Cameroon. We are grateful that you have taken a rendezvous every day to be with us. We equally want to thank the production team, to Eli, to Desmond, to the members of the broadcasting, and everybody, Tabi, Tambe Bryant, who is supervising our work out here. We say we are immensely grateful. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.